What's going on, everyone? So today I am reviewing finally this little guy. This is a Rio Rand, at least that's what it says when you boot it up. It's a generic brand. I will have the link in the description for this guy, but it's a generic GoPro, let's be honest. Now this is a camera right here, and it comes with the waterproof case. Now, as you can see, I have a receipt in here. Main reason why this is an actual GoPro mount, and it actually doesn't tighten, mainly because this isn't plastic, this is metal. So if it's not the perfect size, it's just going to flop around. But let's get into it. Let's pop this back in the case. Bam! Okay. So as you can see, it is sealed in here. We have 3 buttons: front button, side button, top button. But I'm going to take it back out of the case, and I'm going to show you the features of this camera, at least, you know, for the most part. Now, let's pop this out, get the camera out itself. So to turn it on, of course, you hit the power button. Red light on the front comes on. Action camera. And look at that, now you're looking at another instance of me on the camera. So it does have a LCD screen on it. My battery's dead on it, so it's probably going to shut off in any moment, as well as there's no card in it because it's actually plugged into my computer right now. Well, the card is. Now, this does 1080p. This actually also does 4K, which is really impressive to me. But the 4K is only 10 frames per second, so it's basically like a friggin' slideshow, let's be honest. Now it does do 1080p, I believe it's 30 frames per second, which still isn't too bad for a little camera for a good price. It also does have wireless. I haven't tried it out yet, but here's a Wi-Fi button right here. You press it. I'm assuming after you set it up with your Wi-Fi network, you can transfer all your files through your Wi-Fi network, which is really nice. The memory card, it does not have built-in memory. It does take a memory card. It is just a standard micro SD card. I've been using a 32 gigabyte micro SD card that was in one of my older phones. Works perfectly fine. Now, it has a few different modes. It has the video mode. You press the button once, and it goes into a picture mode. Now, I'm going to get into all the how the quality is in a moment, but after you pass picture mode, then you have snapshot mode. You can basically burst photos. So you press it. Oh, there's no card. I can't take a picture. But yes, burst photo, and then it has a photo timer setting. And then you press the front button again, and it shows you this. Basically, you can go from video, basically view all your videos, photos, and all that. There's also the settings. In order to go through icon by icon, you just click the mode button once, and when you find the selection in this, you hit the picture button, and it brings everything up. Now, this screen is not touchscreen, so in order to go through everything, you actually have to go through the buttons. It takes some getting used to. So, that being said, let's hit the wireless button to get back out of there. Now, we are back in here. Now, as far as the video options, like I said, it does 1080p at 30 frames per second, it does 4K at 10 frames per second, and it does 720p, I believe, as well at 30 frames per second. It has a fisheye lens, a wide-angle lens, which I friggin' love. I'm going to have some demo shots for the video on this video, so don't worry about that. But it does have a wide-angle lens. The videos don't come out too bad. The battery life is actually pretty impressive. I don't know if it takes a GoPro battery or not. I haven't tested that out, but the battery is removable right out of the bottom. You just pop out this tray right here, drop your cover. There's a little black tab right here. You just pull right up, and here's the battery right here. So, yeah, it doesn't have a model number. I don't believe... Oh, PG900 is the model number for the battery. It is nice that's replaceable, so, you know, if you're going for a long trip, you can buy spare batteries. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if GoPro batteries work for it or what. I'm sure you can find batteries relatively easy for it. The size of it's really small, and Yeah, it's very convenient. The mount that I have on here is actually made. I bought a Subaru WRX front bumper mount. It threads into the factory tow hook spot, and I can have it mounted right on the front of my car. Now let's get into some of the review. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to play just a clip of one of the videos that I have, completely unaltered, unedited, just so you can slightly hear sound, see the video, and all that. So, yeah, let's get that out of the way first. Okay, so as you could see right before I'm talking again, that that is the quality of this camera at the 1080p setting. Obviously, no external mic. Doesn't even have a spot for an external mic. So yeah. So as you can see, in my opinion, the sound quality is garbage. Yes, I know it's outside, but I even did audio tests sitting in my car, and I was just talking normal volume, and I couldn't even pick it up when I was playing it back. So the audio quality is awful. Now, granted, I was doing an audio test inside of a waterproof case. I mean, yeah. Now, in my opinion, these aren't made for sound quality whatsoever. They're made for viewing, and that's about it. It could have no mic, and I really couldn't care. It wouldn't bother me at all. So, I'm not really going to knock it down for the mic or for the audio quality. The video quality, I really wish it was a higher frame rate. The picture in the video, it does seem, pretty sharp. Obviously not the best quality. Now, next to a GoPro, of course, is going to blow this thing out of the water for a lot of different things. But as far as an inexpensive model of a GoPro, to be honest, it's really not bad for the video and video quality. Audio quality, I'm not even going to care about that. Now let's talk about the other features. Once again, I haven't tested it out, but it does have an HDMI port. I think it's a mini HDMI. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. It's tiny as hell. It's smaller than a micro USB, but it does have an HDMI output, as well as the charging, as well as syncing to a computer is a micro USB. So it's very simple to charge this. Standard micro USB will charge it up or connect it to a computer to sync files if you do not have a micro SD card reader. So that is another very nice feature. What the hell is wrong with me? Feature with this camera. Now the next thing I'm going to get to is what it comes with. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't come with this mount, but it does come with this waterproof case. It fits in there very nicely. Sometimes you have to wiggle it. Now, as you can see, you actually have to give it a little bit of pressure. Grab this clip, put it there, snap it down. Now, is this waterproof? Well, I had it out in the middle of a snowstorm, middle of thunderstorms, and it works without any issues. So I would say this case definitely does its job. It also has the buttons that you can press it through the case, so you don't got to take it out of the case, press the buttons, put it back in the case. You can leave it in this case. The only time you have to really take it out of the case is if you're charging it, transferring the videos to a computer, something like that. But just for recording, you do not need to take it out of the case, which is fantastic. The battery life. I haven't really timed the battery life. It seems to work from about noon. I would say about 11 a.m. till about 4 to 5 p.m. So I would say about 5 to 6 hours of continuous recording time. At least that's what I am getting with mine. And that's at the 1080p settings once again. Now, when you do buy this, it does come with a few generic mounts. It comes with adhesive pads, so you can actually stick it anywhere you want. Like, say, on your dash, you can actually stick one of the adhesive pads on the dash, and it comes with a slide clip, so you can screw it right to the bottom of this case, and it slides and locks right in. Has 2 tabs, you press, pull it right back out. So it does have some options right off the bat. It also comes with a handlebar mount for bicycles. Before I got my car mount for this, I was using the bicycle mount on my factory tow hook, and it worked, but it was more of a pain in the ass just because how it's designed. But it seems like all the mounts work and function perfectly fine that it comes with. The camera works beautifully. I really have no issues. Now, I don't have much other things to say about it. I mean, it works great. It's a great alternative for somebody that wants a action camera or a GoPro style camera, but you don't have the funds or the, cash, or just don't want to spend that much for a higher end product. Now, like I said, compared to a GoPro, I have never personally used a GoPro, but I can tell you right now, because I've seen plenty of videos with a GoPro is going to give you a much better quality than this. But for the price, you can't knock on this whatsoever. I haven't had one issue. I've received it in the mail. I plugged it in, charged it up, threw a micro SD card in it, changed the settings for the 1080p. Boom, done. Works wonderfully. I love it, and I'm going to continue using it. You can even use it as a dash cam if you really want to. I mean, that's going to be kind of a pain in the ass if you really think about it, because you got to constantly charge it. But you can. I mean, I don't know what the maximum card capability is, but I do have a 32 gigabyte micro SD card in it, and I haven't had any issues with it. I haven't filled it up. Let's see how much I have right now. Can I just hit properties with them all highlighted? Yes, I can. So right now, I have 11 videos totaling of 6 GB of files right now. And yeah, obviously not even close to full. Now, these videos, they're not, overly long. The longest video that I have on here is 10 minutes. So it records 10 minutes at a time. And after you hit 10 minutes, what it actually does is it will create a new video file. So there's no time lapse between the two videos. It will go from one video directly to the next video, so you can actually stitch them together and you won't have any lost time in your video. But for some reason, it will only record 10-minute videos and then start another 10-minute video. And when 10 minutes goes up, it'll start another 10-minute video and 10-minute video and 10-minute video. So instead of one big-ass file of a video, it actually chops them up in 10-minute segments. So, I mean, that might be useful for some people, might be annoying for other people. For me, I don't know, I'm easygoing, I guess. I don't give a shit. It doesn't really matter to me. If I want it in a big-ass video, I'll stitch them all together with Sony Vegas or any program that'll do it and make it into one long video again. It's, not really that big of a deal to me. Like I said, I love the thing, and I highly, highly recommend this camera. I mean, I haven't had one issue with it whatsoever.